2019 Ford Fiesta Active Review. The good points of Ford Fiesta Active. It's a Fiesta underneath. Comfy seats and good to operate a vehicle. Relatively cheap running. Excellent Ecoboost engines. The bad points of Ford Fiesta Active. Rolls a lot more than hatchback. Not very capable off-road. Base trim lacks black roof. Less efficient than equivalent hatch. The Ford Fiesta Active can be a chunkier, outdoors-focused version with the 5-door Fiesta hatchback that we believe and love. It doesn't have numerous direct rivals, chunkier derivatives of superminis, but cars that pop into your head include the Hyundai i20 Active, the Citroën C3 Aircross along with the Vauxhall Crossland X. It sits 18mm taller versus the regular car as a result of revised suspension, and possesses a 10mm wider track, but overall the Active has enough from the Fiesta DNA to be sure it's equally compelling a choice, in comparison with higher spectrums at the least. The good thing would be the Active sits over a level game, price-wise, because titanium and ST line models. Buy, search used Ford Fiestas on the market. Fiesta Active isn't off-roader. Despite its off-roader styling, the Active isn't provided with four-wheel drive, but has a slippery drive mode in the event you find yourself over a road without much traction. Inside design is identical on the Fiesta hatchback, but features some body-colored accents to wear things up on particular trims. There's fashionable pair of comfortable and supportive front seats concentrating on the same color scheme, and fabrics made specially due to this car to fit in with potential customers' active, outdoorsy lifestyles. Simple trim structure. There are 3 trim levels available. Ford Fiesta Active 1, Ford Fiesta Active B and O Play, Ford Fiesta Active X. Each of the grades is very well equipped, but we believe you should try to choose the B and O Play version to find the best combination of cost and kit. At this level you receive Ford's Sync 3 multimedia system, cruise control and also a black roof. All Actives buy roof rails, but only in case you don't tend to specify the optional opening glass roof. Decent variety of engines. The engines available are nabbed completely from the regular Fiesta range, with just one emission being the entry-level 1.1-litre petrol. A 1.5-litre diesel comes in 2 power outputs minus 85 horsepower and 120 horsepower, while Ford's 1.0-litre turbocharged Ecoboost petrol motor can be purchased in 4 outputs starting from 85 horsepower to 140 horsepower, including a 100 horsepower version which might be ordered having an automatic gearbox. The most popular engine could be the 125 horsepower version. Performance stats include 0 to 62 miles per hour points in the between 12.7 and 9.4 seconds, while top speeds are between 106 miles per hour and 124 miles per hour. Performance. Fewer engine options than hatchback. Still an excellent SP watch of choices. Our pick is 125 horsepower 1.0-litre Ecoboost. You've got a selection of 6 engine alternatives for the Fiesta Active, 2 1.5 diesels and 4 power outputs to the 1.0-litre Ecoboost turbocharged petrol. All have a 6-speed manual gearbox except the 100 horsepower petrol. That's the option of a 6-speed automatic that we've yet to sample. Ford expects the petrols to get considerably more popular. Ford Fiesta Active Ecoboost petrol engine. The 3-cylinder Ecoboost motor is employed in many Ford cars. It's turbocharged and will come in 85 horsepower, 100 horsepower, 125 horsepower and 140 horsepower power outputs. They all have precisely the same 170 Nm maximum torque figure except the 140 horsepower model, which includes 180 Nm. The performance figures accumulate as following. 85 horsepower manual, 0 to 62 miles per hour in 12.7 seconds, 106 miles per hour top speed. 100 horsepower manual, 0 to 62 miles per hour in 11.0 seconds, 112 miles per hour top speed. 100 horsepower automatic, 0 to 62 miles per hour in 12.8 seconds, 110 miles per hour top speed. 125 horsepower manual, 0 to 62 miles per hour in 10.4 seconds, 119 miles per hour top speed. 140 horsepower manual, 0 to 62 miles per hour in 9.4 seconds, 124 miles per hour top speed. We've tried the 140 horsepower Ecoboost, and it also doesn't feel as exciting since it does within the ST line Fiesta. At the lower end from the rev range you do have for being patient to create progress, though the characterful 3-cylinder warble and turbocharged surge in acceleration since you stay in gear and make use of higher RPM means it's equally characterful. You could save cash by going to the lower powered engine with 125 horsepower. You don't really spot the lower power output, as well as that the engine always feels wanting to rev and enjoyable to generate use of. It never becomes raucous and unruly, with good high-speed refinement, too. It comes with the exact same slick 6-speed manual gearbox that you can have for making use of over a twisting, turning country road. Nevertheless, the best part concerning the Fiesta Active is that it retains the normal Fiesta's playful driving experience. Ford Fiesta Active 1.5T diesel engines. Depending on trim level you will get 85 horsepower or 120 horsepower from your 1.5-litre diesel motor, with torque of 215 Nm and 270 Nm respectively. The lower powered diesel will handle 0 to 62 miles per hour in 12.6 seconds, having a 106 miles per hour top speed, even though the other can do 0 to 62 miles per hour in 9.4 seconds and continue to 118 miles per hour. Ford Fiesta Active drive modes. The Active features a trio of drive modes. Normal would be the default, while Eco turns down the engine's responses so that you save fuel. There's fashionable slippery mode that adjusts the engine together with traction and stability control settings for making it easier they are driving in rain and snow. Handling. Taller stance results in more body roll, but it's still a Fiesta underneath. Easy to park and zip about. Using the Fiesta as being a base for handling is certainly a great start, but this can be a model that isn't quite as much fun since the rest in the range. The Active uses what Ford calls rough road suspension, that has a raised ride height, 18 mm taller, and also a wider track width, the space between all over the place wheels, by 10 mm over standard car. It sits on 17-inch alloy wheels. We found there were a little more body roll in contrast to the standard Fiesta, which detracted from the composure we are so looking towards, but it is still greater than most other hatchbacks. The Fiesta still inspires confidence in corners, even though the reach-in steering is accurate enough for making nimble direction shifts. It may ride higher as opposed to regular Fiesta along with Super Minis, nevertheless it retains its composure well. The turning circle is way tighter compared to the Fiesta Street, helping to make parking easier. Rear parking sensors plus a rear view camera are standard only on top-spec Active X models. Behind the wheel. Colored accents perk up cabin. Layout just like standard Fiesta. Ford's latest multimedia systems. The Active's cabin layout is likely same since the Ford Fiesta except for some bespoke scuff plates and incredibly supportive sports seats. It also has some body-colored details which make it feel more cheerful than lower-spec standard hatchbacks. The fabric for the seats is different on the regular Fiesta, which Ford claims continues to be designed to better suit those that have active lifestyles. They feel top quality, and also that they'll withstand a tough life. Comfort. Similar to regular Fiesta hatchback. Quiet cabin and excellent seats. Body roll more pronounced. There isn't lots of difference between the Active as well as the regular Ford Fiesta in terms of comfort. The suspension may be tweaked to relieve the severity of bumps, but we found the other body roll in conjunction with relatively firm damping slightly odd, especially over mid-corner bumps, to get a car with this size and shape, but did note the sports seats on all actives are incredibly comfortable and well supported. The ride is less fidgety than regular Fiesta models, however the larger wheels work to undo this slightly and earn larger bumps more noticeable than within the standard car. It's never harsh, though, remaining one with the best superminis for ride comfort. There's more road noise making its way into the cabin, though. Equipment. 3 trims to pick from. Not many optional extras. We suggest B&O play spec. The Fiesta Active is effectively a trim level with the Fiesta lineup as opposed to a standalone model in its very own right, however it does feature its own equipment lineup. Standard Ford Fiesta Active equipment. The range starts at Ford Fiesta Active 1. 17-inch alloy wheels. Body kit featuring extra cladding. Rough road suspension with additional ride height. Silver roof rails. LED rear signature for tail lamps. Eco, normal and slippery drive modes. Rear privacy glass. Driver seat lumbar adjustment. Front floor mats. Moving as much as Ford Fiesta Active B&O plane lets you. Black 17-inch alloys. Yellow interior color theme. Electric folding door mirrors, heated, with side indicators. Black roof and roof rails. Traffic sign recognition. Automatic high beam. Driver fatigue system. Ford Sync 3 multimedia system with 8.0-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto as well as USBs. B&O Play 10 speaker head unit. Cruise control. Rain sensing wipers and automatic headlights. Illuminated cup holders. Black headlining. Top spec Ford Fiesta Active X gets. Powered folding door mirrors with puddle lights. Part leather upholstery. Heated front seats. Automatic climate control. Keyless entry and ignition. Rear view camera. Rear parking sensors. Ford Fiesta Active, optional extras. On top in the above, purchase the following optional kit for the Active. Opening full-length glass roof. LED headlamps. CD player. Door edge protectors. Detachable tow bar coupling. Safety. Same as Fiesta hatchback for safety. Good volume of standard kit. Lots more available as options. The Active should prove an extremely safe car. It's effectively identical for the regular Ford Fiesta, which scores a maximum 5 stars in Euro NCAP's crash tests. That's why we've used its leads to this review, and show its crash test video below. Even base spec 1 cars get these standard safety kits. 6 airbags. 2 ISOFIX child seat mounting points on rear seats. Automatic emergency braking. Tire pressure monitor. Tire repair kit, spare wheel optional. Lane keeping assist. Depending within the trim and optional extras you've gone for, these kit can also be available. LED headlamps. Adaptive cruise control. Blind spot warning. Traffic sign recognition. Speed limiter. Interior and boot space. The Fiesta Active is available to be a 5-door only, and sits 18 mm higher versus the regular Fiesta. That means there's an exceptionally slight advantage in terms of visibility, as the extra components of black plastic round the body could mean slightly extra protection for virtually every bumps and scrapes. In other respects, interior space is similar to a normal Fiesta.